Hi guys, it's me, Carrie. I'm shooting with really wonky light because it's dark and gray out and it's early in the morning and I haven't slept much and I'm hoping after I shoot this I'll be able to go back and get some sleep, but I just needed to make some serious decisions and share some serious thoughts with you guys, so bear with me. These thoughts and these decisions involve YouTube in a major, major way. Ever since almost 2 weeks ago when this D-Day debacle announcement was made, I have completely changed and altered the way I YouTube. Not the way I make my videos, but my perspective on it. I became consumed, obsessed with the desire to reach 1,000 subscribers before D-Day. And I'm not going to lie to you, I really, really, really still want to, because I think it's horrible, unfair, and heartbreaking the way YouTube has screwed small YouTubers over by putting this stupid new restriction on us for reasons that I still don't understand. But I've gone about this the wrong way. I've always said that I'm an honest person of integrity, and I still am. But I have resorted to methods that I never thought myself capable of. Literally begging and pleading with you. Begging and pleading on each form of social media that I have. Please, 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 please subscribe me, subscribe me, subscribe me. I've even done sub for sub, and that is something that I never, ever thought I would do because I always said, Carrie, subscribe to channels that you have a legitimate interest in and you know you will enjoy. And likewise, those are the subscribers that you want. But I got so consumed by the numbers and the pressure that YouTube has put on us to achieve those in such a short period of time that I lost my head for a minute. Now, I want to make this very clear. I am not going to dishonor the agreement that I've made with the people I have done sub for sub with unless there's a darn good reason. Eventually, I will go through. I haven't even had a chance yet to watch even one video of everyone I've sub for subbed with. So I have no idea what your content is even like. It was just a click for a click, a number for a number. We have to get to that number now, now, now. Hurry, hurry, hurry. So I did it, and I feel like I sold my soul to YouTube in a way, and it breaks my heart because that's not what I am. That's not what I'm about. That's not who I am. So as I said, I'm honoring my commitment to the people that I've done sub for sub with, at least for now. I eventually will go through and look at a couple of each channel's videos, and if we literally have nothing whatsoever in common, I may unsubscribe at some point. And I'm confessing that now. I swore that I wouldn't, but honestly, and if you unsub me back, I understand. I mean, that makes perfect sense. Because that's what sub for sub is about. It's getting a click for getting a click. But I don't want subscribers that way. I want people that want to be here. And I want to be on channels that I want to be on, that I'm legitimately interested in and care about what they have to say. And that's not to say that there's anyone out there that I don't care about what they have to say. But honestly, if your channel is about car mechanics or quantum physics or brain surgery or, I don't know, how to play the violin, I probably won't watch your channel. So therefore, there's really not a reason to be subscribed to it. And if you don't have an interest in frank and honest talk about mental illness or lip balm reviews or toy unboxings or book reviews or me eating crazy foods or hauls from the Dollar Tree or the thrift store or wherever else, then you don't really need to be here either. And I understand that. I'm not for everyone, and not everyone is for me. Sorry, sniffles again. I've been literally making myself sick over this. I've been tearing myself up in knots. I've had worse insomnia than I typically do, and I have crappy insomnia to begin with. That's part of the reason I started on my anti-anxiety meds. And part of the reason why my therapist realized that I had issues with anxiety as well as depression, because I was never diagnosed with anxiety until like last year. It was always depression, 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 and that's all I've ever been treated for medically or in therapy. Now we've realized there's a big, big, big anxiety factor, and that's a whole separate thing that needs to be treated, and now finally is being treated. But for a very long time, I didn't even realize that was a component of my disease. And when I tell you that my anxiety and my depression have been off the charts since this stupid, horrid YouTube, I almost said eBay, YouTube announcement, it's ridiculous. I'm in a lower place than I've been in a really, really long time, and I put myself there because I let myself get too wrapped up in the BS of this numbers game. Because YouTube has forced us to play a numbers game instead of letting our channels just be something that we're passionate about and we love and can grow organically over time. They've taken that option away. They've said, no, damn it, you need this number by this date or else you're kicked to the curb. And over the year and 9 months I've had this channel, it's been a slow progression, but it's been a beautiful progression because the people that were here wanted to be here. I have such incredibly loyal subscribers that have my back in so many ways, and I love you beyond words. I don't want a bunch of people to be here because they feel obligated because they made a deal. You know, if you did this just for sub and you honestly don't have any interest in my content, then you don't need to be here. It will break my heart not to reach that number in time. It will break my heart to lose this tiny bit of money that I'm getting because it's the only income I have aside from a little fledgling bracelet business that I just started in November that I've made a couple $100 at, but it's not a steady income. YouTube is not a steady income for me. In almost 2 years, $200 is not a steady income. But damn it, it was something. It was something important and meaningful to me because it was an affirmation that what I had to say mattered. To me, I equate it to getting hired at a job, and maybe it starts out as an internship even, and it's an unpaid internship, and then suddenly, you know, your boss comes in and says, guess what? You're doing such an outstanding job that we want to put you on the payroll. Congratulations, here's a promotion. But you don't have to do any more work. They're just simply paying you for what you did before. And for a year, you roll along happily, working your butt off, trying to bring pride to everything you do. And then all of a sudden, your boss comes in and says, well, here's the thing. You're doing an awesome job. We don't have any problem with what you're doing, but we've decided to just take the money away. So just stay, go back to how things were before, keep doing an equal amount of work, but you're just not going to get paid anymore. Our bad. It was our mistake to give you money in the first place, because the thing is, there's other people doing the same job as you, equally well, not any better, but people give them more, you know, more feedback, more comments. So we're going to just keep paying them, but you just go ahead and keep doing your work, and we'll just keep benefiting from the back of your work, but we're just not going to pay you anymore. That's what this feels like. And who would stay at a job where somebody did that? You would have to be pretty damn stupid to not say, I deserve better than this, and look elsewhere. But there isn't any elsewhere that I know of. YouTube is the thing. This is what it is. And I've worked really hard to build this channel to make it what it is, to get it to be something that I'm really proud of. And these past 2 weeks, the way I've compromised myself by begging and pleading with you makes me feel really dirty and ashamed, and I'm sorry for that. And it hurts my heart. I will not do it anymore. Sub for sub is over. Like I said, I am not unsubbing anybody, certainly not in anytime soon. I have subbed so many people in the past 2 weeks that I've never even had a chance to look at their channels yet. Eventually I will. And eventually I may make the decision to unsub a few because we have literally nothing in common. That's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen before the 20th. It's going to happen down the road somewhere when I have the time to think again. And I apologize for that because I did make a commitment in saying sub for sub. That's why I'm telling you right now that if my sub to you does go away at some point, it's because I literally feel that our channels are too disparate. Our channels are too disparate. Our points of view just are too different. Our goals and intentions with our channels are just too different. That I know I won't honestly follow, and I won't honestly watch. You know, I have a lot of friends on here that I watch everything that they do, and I want all the channels I subscribe to be channels that I watch, if not always, but frequently. And most of the channels that I've at least glanced at on my new subscribe list that I've recently subscribed to, I know that we have things in common, and I look forward to watching your channels because I want to be able to take the time to watch and make comments and be interactive. That's what YouTube is about for me. It's about making real connections with other human beings and sharing points of view and getting to know each other and care about each other and exchange ideas. It's not about just numbers, those damn numbers, getting them up, 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 because YouTube has put this astronomical amount of pressure on all of us to get this goal in a short period of time. I don't care if your channel has 10,000 subscribers or 50,000 or 100,000 or a million. It doesn't mean it's a better channel than my channel. It just means that there's something that you've done, ethical or unethical, because I know that there are unethical ways to get people to subscribe channels. I know people can buy subscribers. I know that there are bots out there. I know that some people, and I'm not saying all, and please don't take this the wrong way, that some people do giveaways simply to earn more subscribers, not as a genuine, legitimate reward for loyalty and because it's out of the goodness of their hearts. Some people do it for the other reason. They do it because they can afford to, or because that's important for them to set aside money for. They legitimately want to thank their subscribers for being there for them. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But not everybody has those pure intentions when they do giveaways. I know that there are people that watch channels, and I try to skirt around this subject, but it's the elephant in the room. There are some channels that small children have that don't promote small children content. And I don't want to get into too many specifics, but let's just say that 9-year-olds putting on Taylor Swift red lipstick and modeling bikinis or clothes that I personally would deem inappropriate for a 9-year-old, they're going to get tons and tons and tons of subscribers and hits. But think about the people that are doing the subscribing and the watching and what they are doing while they are watching. If you are a parent of a young child who has a YouTube channel, please, I implore you to supervise that channel, because I have seen some really, really frightening things that if I were a parent, I would never let my child on YouTube again if I saw some of this stuff that some of these kids are doing. And you may think it's just cute, and toddlers and tiaras and whatever, and, you know, Jean-Benet Ramsey being all dolled up and, you know, being in beauty pageants. Well, look what happened to that poor little girl, you know? I fear for some of the children that have channels on here. If your kid's doing unboxing videos, I may watch that channel because I really enjoy unboxing videos and I like kids. But I'm not someone that's got sick thoughts about kids. And think about if your daughter is posing in outfits and wearing inappropriate or suggestive makeup, and she's not even 10 years old yet. Think about who's watching that channel, because it's probably not a lot of other 10-year-olds. It may be, but it may not be. And is that worth the risk of your child's innocence? I don't think so. There are a lot of channels that have millions of subscribers, again, because they buy them. They bribe them. They get them through what I deem unethical methods, that most people would probably deem unethical methods. There are people that get sponsorships that go beyond just here's a free product to review. I know there are companies out there that will say, hey, you know, if you sign on with us and you give us a percentage of your money, we'll guarantee you 10,000 subs in blah, blah, blah amount of time. And if you're not aware of that, know that that's a thing. That's how a lot of people grew their channels. And I'm not disparaging all big YouTubers by any stretch of the imagination. Some of them legitimately earned them through hard work, dedication, beautiful, honest ideas, and dignity and integrity. So I'm not bashing every big YouTuber there is, but I'm also not bashing every small YouTuber that there is. And I will never, ever say that just because you don't have 1,000 subscribers, your channel is less than. Your channel is not significantly important. Your perspective doesn't matter. I will never say that, because it's not true, because I know damn well that's the case with my channel. I know that I have important things to say. And even when I'm doing silly, fluffy videos, I know that that's important too, because I know for myself, I need to watch videos like that sometimes when I'm in the dark place, the bell jar, the black dog of depression, the anxiety's off the charts, and I feel like I just want to pull out every hair in my head. If I watch my friends review a lip balm or tell a funny story about what happened to them at the Dollar Tree, sometimes that's just enough to get me out of my own head long enough to feel better again and get back to an even playing field in my mind. So what I'm saying, in a nutshell, in a long rambly way, but the main gist of things is sub for sub on God, I don't even know what my channel's name is anymore. It used to be Butterflies Ending. Sub for sub on Persevering Star Days are over. If you subscribe this channel, please don't do it with the immediate assumed expectation that I will sub you back. You can ask. I will check out your channel. If your channel is something that has content similar to mine or something that interests me, certainly. I'm not saying I won't sub people back, but I'm not making that promise anymore. And I apologize that there are few, probably just a tiny handful of people that I have done sub for sub with that I will at some point unsub. Again, I haven't had a chance to look at hardly anybody's channels at all, other than to click the sub button because they've subbed me. I could find something to enjoy on just about every channel, so we're talking about not a lot of channels that I would unsub, but eventually I will be unsubbing some of them if, again, I find that our content is completely, like, just there's nothing in common there at all. I can't find a common ground that makes me say, yeah, this is a channel I'll continue to watch. And if you see that I unsub you, unsub me back. That's fair is fair. If you don't enjoy my content, you only did it because of a commitment, I allow you to break that commitment. I'm saying right now, our contract is null and void. You're more than welcome to unsub me if that's what you feel you want to do. Because I want the people to be here. To be here because they want to be here. Not because I pathetically begged. Not because I made a deal. I can't live with myself knowing that I get to 1,000 simply because of that. I want it to be because my content is good and meaningful and you appreciate that. And my sincerity and my honesty and my openness is something that you say, yes, this is what YouTube is about. This is what I want in a channel. Someone that's not going to BS me. Someone that's not going to bribe me. Someone that's not going to pander to me and condescend to me and kiss my butt because they want me to stick around and they need me. I don't want to need anybody. I want you to be here because you want to be here. So do I still want you to subscribe? Absolutely I do. But there will be no more begging. There will be no more pleading. There will be no more mentions of D-Day. Just sub me because you want to. That's all that I ask. Give me a chance. If you decide later that this is not a channel for you, then unsub if that would make you happy. It's totally cool. One of the biggest things that I have loved, or should say had loved in the past about YouTube, is that we have freedom to just grow at our own paces and find our way at whatever speed we find our way. Not feel this crazy obligation to do it now. Because YouTube made a really, really stupid, short-sighted, inconsiderate, hurtful decision. So, I'm letting you off the hook. If you don't like my content and you've clicked subscribe and you want to unsub me, then unsub me by all means. And eventually, when I get a chance to actually view all the channels I subbed, I may do the same. And I apologize for that because I know I said that that's not something I would ever do. But I don't want my feed to be clogged up with a bunch of channels I won't watch and miss out on the content that really is meaningful and important to me. I love you all. I respect you all enough to share that with you, to be honest with you, to tell you that I feel heartsick and dirty and like I've sold my soul to YouTube, and that may sound melodramatic, but it's literally how I feel. And I don't want to feel that way anymore, because that's going to take any bit of joy out of this entire process. And it's going to make me just not want to have a channel anymore. At first I kept thinking, all these people that are fleeing in droves are talking about leaving. How could you do that? How could you let YouTube win? It's letting YouTube have what they want. I get it now. I absolutely get it now, because it's something that I'm also considering. Not leaving, but maybe not posting as often as I have. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I know I really want to stay. I know I really want to grow. But I also know that that may not happen, especially now. My heart is broken over this situation. But it's broken even more because I've allowed myself to start to become a person that I don't like. And I have worked too damn hard to start to like who I am, to continue to allow that to happen. So please, please subscribe this channel if you find something in it that appeals to you. If what I'm saying now is meaningful to you. And if you decide down the road that you don't like it, then you go ahead and unsub. Or you watch only the videos that appeal to you. I certainly don't expect anybody to watch every video I post, because this is a very disparate channel. This channel is a mishmash of so many different things. Chances are most of you are not going to like every single type of video I post. I mean, I post about everything from my anxiety and depression, vloggy videos like this, like I said, to toy unboxings, to food tastings, to book reviews, to Dollar Tree hauls, to thrift store hauls, to here I am on vacation, let's look at some beluga whales at the Connecticut Mystic Aquarium. You know, I post whatever comes to my mind, because this channel is an amalgamation of all the aspects of my life, and I like it that way. I won't make it have a singular focus, because it may make the channel grow faster. It'll grow, or it won't, in its own time. YouTube has put this restriction and this deadline out there, and I want with all my heart to make it to that number in time. But the reality is, if I don't, I'm still me. This channel's still Persevering Star. It's still going to be the videos that I want to make the way that I want to make them. And those of you who love me and care about me hopefully will stay. And those who find me indifferent or don't find anything of interest here will not stay. And a sub for sub isn't going to change that. And I know that. Realistically, the promise that I made to all of you is probably not even, it wasn't even a thought probably to some of the people that clicked me back. They probably clicked me, I clicked them, and then they said, cool, I got that sub, and unsubbed me immediately, for all I know. I don't know how to keep track of that. I just take people at their word of honor. And because when I give my word of honor, that's what it means. And that's why I really apologize for the fact that I'm amending that now by saying that I may not necessarily stay subscribed forever to every channel I clicked on. And I am truly, truly, deeply sorry for that. But that's not how I want my channel to roll. That's not how I want my life to roll. I have to be loyal to what's in my heart. And I have to be able to take the time to watch your channels. I really look forward to doing that, because like I said, the vast majority of you, I'm sure I'll keep, because I'm sure there'll be something that appeals to me in your channel. I like people until they give me reason not to. But I mean, if your channel's all in a foreign language that I don't speak or understand, I'm probably going to unsub you. If your channel, like I said, is about auto repair, I don't even know how to, like, check the tire pressure in my car or change the oil, I probably won't follow you, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm going to have to unsub some people. That was a wrong choice for me to make. Sub for sub was not the right thing for me to do, because it makes me feel guilty now, because it makes me feel beholden and obligated to be places that I don't necessarily want to be. So like I said, I'm releasing you from that your end of the contract too. If you've watched my channel, you've done sub for sub, and you go, ugh, you know, there's just nothing that appeals to me about this girl, and you feel like you want to unsub, I give you my permission to do that. No hard feelings. I hope that you won't, but if you do, you do. Life goes on. If I don't make 1,000 subs in time, life goes on. But I have to be able to go to sleep at night feeling like I did the right thing. And from now on, that's what I'm doing. Thank you so much for listening, you guys. I hope this was meaningful to some of you. I hope that some of you can relate to this. If you can, if you're going through similar struggles with your channel and your emotional state, please, please, please comment away, because I'd love to hear from you and know that I'm not the only one feeling this way. I just can't tie myself up in knots over this anymore. I can't click on my phone or my iPad or my laptop 20, 30, 50 times a day to see if my number's gone up or down. I can't keep doing that. I have to get to the point where I just say, okay, maybe at the end of the evening, 10 o'clock before I go to sleep, I'll check my numbers. But I can't let this become the black cloud over my life. I've given up almost 2 weeks of my life to that kind of worry already. That's 2 precious, irreplaceable weeks. I won't do it anymore. And I don't think you should either. I love you. I'm grateful for each one of you that's still here. I'm grateful to each one of you that made it through this whole video and that's going to get something out of it. I apologize for the horrible light and the glare off my glasses. I didn't know what else to do at this time of morning, but I really want to try to go back to sleep. And I just couldn't until I got this off my chest. So, it is what it is. I wish everybody a happy journey on YouTube and in life. I hope you'll stick around for part of mine. And if you don't, no hard feelings. But I've got to, I can't allow myself to think that good isn't going to win. That doing the right thing isn't going to pay off. That karmically, I'm not a good person. I am a good person. I want to put good out into the universe, and I want to receive it in return, because I feel like that's how the world is supposed to work. And it doesn't always. But I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure that from my end, everything that comes out is good and honest and pure and true. And from here on in, that's all that's going to be on Persevering Star. I love you. Thank you. I'll be back soon with more stuff. Bye.